YouTube world? My name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing, well, not reviewing, we're doing another end of the month ranking where we're going to be ranking all 12 retro May 2022 movies that I saw, from the worst to the best, ranking all of them. Let's get started ranking all these movies. Now, I watched this movie strictly because I watched 365 Days this day, which is also on this list. And if I'm being completely honest, both of these movies, well, I mean, you'll hear about my thoughts on 365 Days this day. But this movie, both of these movies just feel like both music videos, two music videos with long scenes of sex. And to me, it's not entertaining at all. It's not enjoyable. So for me, the movie itself doesn't really do anything for me. Alright, now this movie pretty much has the same problems, except I guess you could say the best thing about it is that there are the sex, and that the best thing about it are the hot sex scenes. I don't know. But that's just me, like, it's shot very well? I don't know. But, once again, there's just nothing good about these movies. So for me, this was another 2022 film that was released in April, but I saw on May 1st. And I have to say, this was actually it started out as a pretty good movie, but then sort of down the line, it just kind of stopped being something I liked. So I just kind of didn't really like it as much. It had certain elements that I liked where, you know, the mom was supportive of the girl being gay and all this. But overall, it was just a mixed film for me. Okay, and you're probably thinking, why did you watch Gracer's Palace from like 1972? Well, the thing is that much like about a couple months ago, I ranked Jon Favreau's films, and I'm basically trying to watch Robert Downey Jr.'s movies. And if you don't know, Gracer, he stars in the movie Gracer's Palace, though his role is not exactly prominent because he basically plays a young boy, but he's not really present throughout the movie. But his dad, Robert Downey Sr., is in the movie, so that works. So yeah, the movie is pretty fun. It tells a pretty cool story, and it's just a ton of fun. Now, this is a movie that I think that it works really well because once again, you know, you get more. I like how we get more of what's his name? What's the name from the guy? Oh, I'm sorry, I need to look it up. Oh, Jeff Goldblum. Sorry, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum is obviously, this is probably one of his great movies. You know, I like how he's kind of like he's kind of like the main character in the film, and the movie is just fun with its adventure stuff. The music still hits. The movie itself is pretty cool. The aspects of it are just a little bit better than this. Are just pretty good, but at the same time, it's my least favorite of the Jurassic Park trilogy. Now, if you guys do not know, this film is actually directed by Joe Johnston, who directed who actually directed films like Rocket Man, the original Jumanji, and Captain America: The First Avenger. And one of the things I've heard about what he does really well, and personally what things I think he does very well, is that he's able to make great adventure films. And this is just another one of those, and he directed the Jurassic Park franchise and literally made it into an adventure that I thought was really cool. And there's just tons of sequences that really defy of how to do a proper action adventure story. Whether it's the sequence with the dinosaur on the boat, or even the little sequences with like chase sequences and the dinosaur trying to get them. I thought all of that worked. And then, of course, the music still slaps. The story with the kids I wasn't the biggest fan of, but overall, it was a pretty nice action-adventure film. Now, this is a movie that I liked. Personally, this was my pick for Mother's Day of 2022. And I thought that, first off, the two girl leads, I thought were amazing in their roles. They absolutely nailed it. They're all badass. There's multiple scenes where they're just doing badass things. Not just Thelma, but also Louise gets some moments too. And then, of course, you got, like, Matt Damon in the mix, which the cast is just pretty good. The movie itself is just a pretty, overall, really good movie. The story is pretty solid. I guess you could say the only thing I really have an issue with is that is part of the story, but overall, the movie is actually pretty good. Now, to me, this was actually a pretty fine film. I didn't really love it as much as anyone else, but it was pretty fun. You know, the girl, Stargirl, has a beautiful voice. When she sings, it is beautiful. I like the relationship between Stargirl and the boy. I thought it was pretty cool. And, you know, the theme in here, it was pretty solid. It didn't affect me like everyone else did. I'm not sure if anyone was affected by it. And, the story was pretty solid, and I just thought it was an overall okay movie. Now, this is a movie that I wasn't planning to watch this month, but I watched this movie in my school because we were learning about Anne Frank's diary, and we had to watch it because I guess I had to do something with the religious. So I was actually forced to watch this movie, but this movie was actually pretty good. And the way it actually tells not the origin, but the story about Anne Frank and how her story came to be, I thought was pretty good. So, pretty good movie about Anne Frank. Now, this was my pick for Memorial Day 2022, and I personally just really liked it. I just thought it was a pretty cool way to, you know, tell the story of soldiers coming home after the war. And what that will be like, you know, what would they do? They would fall in love, they would go out dancing, celebrating after the war, and I just thought it was a nice old-timey film that did well for what it did, and I just thought it's just one of the best, I would say it's one of the best ones, so I actually liked this movie. So for me, Top Gun was actually a really surprising movie. First off, the cast is just great with Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer. The cast is great. The fly jet stuff I thought was great. I thought, you know, the lines in here, the 80s cheese, I thought was the great thing about this movie. But I think the big thing that really put this film on the map here was the way that the characters and the story was played out. Where, you know, Top Gun is like this Air Force school and all that, and Maverick is like the place, and I like the way it kind of established everything. Granted, I've heard some great reviews, but also some mixed reviews for Top Gun Maverick, and I have not seen it yet, so don't ask me if I have seen it yet. But overall, it's a pretty good film. So easily coming in first place is Jurassic Park, and I personally thought this was my favorite of the 2022 retro May movies. Personally for me, I just thought it did a lot of great things. First off, the score from John Williams is easily amazing. The characters, the introduction to all the characters is pretty great. You know, Jeff Goldblum, you got the other guys, all these other people, and it's just really cool. And the way that you actually kind of explore the idea of how they brought dinosaurs back to life. It's just really cool, as you have this like insect trapped inside amber, and they use the DNA of that to create the dinosaurs back, and it's just amazing in the way they do it. And then likewise, I didn't love the special effects. I mean, I liked them, but I didn't think they were incredible. Like, there's better, like, today, for today's standards, there's better special effects in other movies. So, not giving any hate to this film, but I still really like this movie, so I do like it. So that's it for my ranking. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the About section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.